Welcome to the Walk On Diaries podcast, episode 23. 23. You know what legend has the number 23?
LeBron James.
Draymond Green. Yeah.
Michael Jordan. Who else is 23? That's a popular number.
Who else is number 23?
Ron Michael. Draymond. The fan favorite, Miley Cyrus. 23.
No, that you.
Fan favorite, of course. It's a popular number. 5 minutes ago, Noah tells me. I was on my phone. You better memorize this because we're not going to be on our phones for the show.
Okay, I got one more. Just because I had to. I have this name in my head, and I had to look it up just to make sure. Lou Williams. Sweet Lou.
OR right there.
Blasphemy.
OR.
OR is in
Overrated.
LeBron or Lou Williams is the best player to ever play the game.
Just don't think so.
This is the Walk On Diaries podcast, episode 23. It is a hallowed number, however much we might disagree about why it is hallowed.
Miley.
So, let's talk college basketball because, in the words of John Rothstein, this is March.
Yes.
How many non-Power 5 plus the Big East schools are going to be in the Final Four? So the top contenders, of course, Gonzaga, Dayton, San Diego State. There's a sprinkling of others right now in the top 25. We've been talking the entire college basketball season about how much parity there is. Is that going to result in multiple non-power teams making the Final Four?
I think one non-power team will be in the Final Four. Now, San Diego State is a dark horse always. You know, they had that great year not too long ago. But the non-Power 6, Power 5 team, Dayton. Dayton Flyers, right?
They look dang good.
They look dang good.
I watched them
Dang
obliterate Rhode Island last night on Rhode Island's home court.
Yep.
On Rhode Island senior night with Rhode Island on the bubble and desperately needing a win to get into the tournament.
And then they got smack canned.
By like 25 plus.
Yep.
Dayton is legit.
If they keep it up. They definitely have the talent. Just got to keep it up.
That's all I'm going to say. 2 Power 5 teams. I firmly believe that Gonzaga will be in the Final Four. And after watching Dayton last night, that's what put me over the top. Dayton, I know people talk about their schedule. Their best win right now is St. Mary's.
Yeah.
But they are obliterating teams in their conference.
Well, it's like how Clemson was this past year. They didn't have a very, very tough schedule, and they're in the national championship.
Yep.
I think Dayton might make it there, if not one step behind in the Final Four.
This is the best time of the year.
I think Gonzaga gets out the 16. I think they lose in 16. That's
really
good. That's good. Though.
I hope that's not good. If you're a number 1 seed, losing in the Sweet 16 is not good.
Duke, Dayton, guaranteed Final Four. I don't know who else is in there, but definitely those two.
I just don't see Duke doing it. I just don't see Duke getting to the second weekend.
At this point, I'm hoping, but I bet they lose in 32. They won't even make it to 16. Depends on who they play. I mean, it depends.
This is the best time of the year, though. For March,
You
for
never
basketball,
know what's going to happen.
You never know what's going to happen. And this is the time, little sneaky trick for you, those of you watching at home. Now is when you get ESPN Plus for 1 month. You just pay $5 for 1 month, and they're bringing you all those championship week games from the mid-major conferences. There's nothing more beautiful than watching the first round of the MEAC tournament at 11 a.m. on a Monday. You know,
in class.
In class.
Yes.
There's nothing more gorgeous than that. So do yourself a favor and sign up for ESPN Plus just for the month of March. And you can watch all the conference tournaments that your heart decides. Oh, you know what league I love to watch this time of year? The Summit League. North Dakota State, South Dakota State. Oh, that league. This league.
We're just going to ignore you.
Beautiful for ESPN Plus.
I know in high school when March would come around, everybody and their brother walking through the halls, sitting in class on their phones, watching March Madness. And everybody had a bracket. Everybody made a bracket. Nobody's bracket was perfect. But Who knows? Maybe this year someone's bracket will be perfect.
Get ready. It's going to be wild. This would be the year that there'd be a perfect bracket with how crazy it's been.
Yeah, when there's no guaranteed one seed, no, it's crazy.
It's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. Okay. Next segment, best video games from childhood. So we've been seeing on Twitter, it's been making the rounds, 4 games that define your childhood. People have been putting out their lists. What are some games that stand out to you, Jen, that you would say define your childhood?
Number 1, absolutely. Sly 2, Band of Thieves, the most legendary, iconic game on the PlayStation 2. One of my favorite games of all time. They remade it for the PlayStation 3, but obviously the original PS2 was incredible. I bought the game 3 times because twice the disc broke. Third time it didn't. I still have it for PS2 and I love it.
I get goosebumps when I hear that PlayStation 2, when it gets to that PlayStation 2 screen.
And then once it surpasses that and then the game actually loaded. It was beautiful. It was one of the most beautiful things.
What you know about Lego Racers, though?
Lego Racers.
Lego Racers on the PC. See, I didn't have systems really growing up.
I had Lego Racers on the PC.
We just had all our games on the PC. Lego Racers, backyard football, backyard baseball, backyard basketball.
How do you select a backyard game that's better than the other ones? Backyard baseball and football are the top 2 for me.
See, we always played it based on the season. So if it was like fall, backyard football. Winter, backyard basketball. Spring, backyard baseball.
Backyard baseball.
Pablo Sanchez just ripping it up, no matter the sport.
Best backyard player out there, easily. And then
Phillips was a solid defensive end and post.
The tall, skinny dude with the flat eyes. I don't remember their names. I know what they look like, but
talking about Pete Wheeler.
Pete Wheeler, quick boy,
fast, so
quick
freaking
boy.
Fast.
He was always
Dmitry Petrovic, he was always my kicker in football. He had a sweet stroke. He had that two-handed set shot.
How do you remember these names?
Dude, I'm telling you.
Everybody knows Pablo Sanchez, but beyond that, incredible.
Dude, Amir Khan. Who else?
Oh, yeah, Amir.
Candace Peeler. I feel like that's an actual person.
That's a real person. That's a real basketball player for the
Who am I thinking of?
WNBA.
Yes. Yeah.
Candace what?
No, not Candace Parker. Candace Wheeler. I feel like we might have gone to school with a Candace Wheeler. We might have. Okay, other games though?
Oh, no.
Madden 05, Madden 07.
I didn't play a whole lot of sports games. I would go back to say Spyro was another legendary childhood game for me on the PS. The PS2 for me is just that console. Most people, it's either, I don't know, some kind of N64 or a PC, but PS2 it for me.
GoldenEye 007.
GoldenEye played on the PS1, amazing, of course, but I didn't play that until I was older because either I wasn't allowed or I just didn't know how to play that well.
Battlefront 2. Star Wars Battlefront.
Need for Speed Most Wanted. I had Need for Speed Underground 1, Underground 2, and Most Wanted. Incredible games. I bought all 3 of them.
Let me test your memory right
here. Definitely define me.
You ready for this one? Pulling this one out of the vault.
Ready.
What you know about VeggieTales Mystery of the Lost Island?
I've got one.
Oh?
It's not a video game, I don't think. What you know about Bible Man?
That was a TV series.
Do you know Bible Man?
We watched it on VCR.
He had the yellow plated armor and
like at VBS,
that purple
Sunday school, like if we didn't have a teacher that day for Sunday school,
Bible Man, bro.
Bible Man.
We had the movie, we had all the TV series.
Do you remember the Revolutionary Kids?
No.
I don't know the name of that series. It's like Liberty Kids or something like that. That was a show.
No, I have no idea.
Okay, other childhood games you can recall?
I feel like there's a lot. I'm just not thinking. Spy Fox. If you know Spy Fox, you're a real OG because that is Windows 98 right there.
Phillip, come here. What you got for childhood games? Okay. You said you had a couple. What you got for?
You grew up on what? Nintendo?
Yeah. I grew up on like a whole different side.
Super Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, I played a lot of Super
Pokemon.
Smash Bros. Like Brawl and Pokemon. I played like Pokemon Sapphire and like Leaf Green.
See, I didn't get into Nintendo until probably like middle school. Like it wasn't childhood, but once I never had a 64, but Wii was my first. Everybody had a Wii.
I was about to say all my good friends had Wii. So Wii Sports, Wii Baseball, boxing, tennis.
Like Mario Kart for the Wii. That was probably like the biggest thing. That was
Mario
like we played the
Kart,
most Mario Kart for the Wii. A lot.
Or y'all ever have Dance Dance Revolution? We had the mat with the
We had Just Dance, but we didn't have the
Revolution with the mat, man. That's
What you know about Mario and Sonic 2008 Olympic Games?
at the Olympic Winter Games, and it would play da-na-na-na. Yes.
Wait. Have y'all ever heard of Zoo Tycoon?
Yes.
I'm assuming it's like a zoo builder game.
Yeah,
Yes.
you
Well, I
built
played
a
Zoo
zoo.
Tycoon.
It was like a little disc to put in like your. It was like a PC game.
Yeah, but it was the small disc.
Yeah, it was a small one.
Yeah, they had that for Roller Coaster Tycoon, which I also played.
Yeah, I played so much Zoo Tycoon. I still play it.
Zoo Tycoon is a
I
classic.
had to like find an old computer to play it, but like I build zoos all the time.
It's a classic.
Miniclip.com. Like when you would go on the web, like when you had some internet
when
time.
you played Thing Thing, do you remember Thing Thing? The little dude, he had a big old head, a shooter. I mean, did you also? I literally played this game like not a week ago, like so recent. I was chilling in my room. I was so bored. I was like, I'm thinking about games I played in my childhood. I went on ArmorGames.com.
Yes.
On Armor Games, I played the Hedgehog launch game. It was the little hedgehog, and it was he was on a rubber band basically that you could pull down and you shoot him and he'd go up and you upgrade rockets, paraglide, I mean everything.
Yeah.
And he would basically the goal of the game was to get into outer space. So like the highest you could go, obviously you get in outer space. I played the mess out of that game.
Armor Games. I mean, you had because at our school, the way our school went is everybody would migrate to one gaming site.
Right.
And then they would close that down because like the school would block it.
And then you
We'd
go to
the
another-
next one. So like we had Miniclip, Armor Games,
Did you have Cool Math?
Cool Math, yeah. There was a
Played
couple others.
fog.com, freeonlinegames.com.
I played a
was one
lot.
of them.
I played a lot of Cool Math.
For us,
Dune Buggy.
the
as a
Dune Buggy
game
one was
on
incredible.
Miniclip.
And then they came out with the actual app, which is not near as good, of
No.
course. But my brother actually, in high school, he bought his own website and put all the games on his own website, and we all played on his website.
That's awesome.
Because they would take down all the other ones, but they didn't know about this one because this was like, I mean, you don't know about this.
That's
I don't
next
even remember what it's called.
level. How
Yeah.
old was Nathan?
It was Benjamin that made it.
Oh, Ben,
He
yeah.
was freshman year of high school. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
You know.
Still to put up the money to buy your own domain
He bought
name.
it, but it wasn't like it was through a service.
Okay.
So it was like
Through like Wix or something like
it was
that.
through Weebly, I think. is
Weebly,
what it's- something.weebly.com. So it was through that service. So it wasn't near as much as just getting his own. But
Yeah.
he spent hours putting games on there, downloading games and everything. He got thousands of games on there, and literally, if people found out about it, it was an incredible website. It had like all the categories. It was
Is it
like
still
a
up?
real thing. Probably. I just don't remember what it was called.
Got any other?
Trash games.
oh.
That's what he called it. Trashgames.weebly.com. I wonder if that's a thing.
Did y'all ever play like that really horrible graphic SpongeBob game? That I think like it came with like a copy of the SpongeBob movie.
No, but I know what you're talking about. It's called like Attack on Bikini Bottom or something.
Yeah, and it's like really bad CG.
Yeah, I didn't ever play it, but yeah, it's like old Mario 64 kind of like old real
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, it's like that.
What you know about Free Rider 2?
I didn't play it.
Free Rider? Where you like it's just a white screen and you draw a line and you can make it curved or straight, and then when you press enter like a guy on a bike,
I had one of those.
well,
but
it's like
it
gravity and he like
Oh,
goes
yes,
and if he
yes.
dies he dies. So but you just keep making these courses.
Was
Yeah.
mine was like a buggy or something.
You could change it. Like
Yeah.
in Free Rider 3, it could be like a helicopter or like
Yeah,
a
maybe I
buggy
did play
or a
that.
unicycle.
You dug up a memory
Or
I
a
didn't,
sled.
I didn't know that I had.
Isn't that wild?
I didn't.
the sled. It was snow map. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. There's like 3 stars you had to collect to get.
Yep.
To it. Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah.
trying to play that. I'm gonna try to find that now.
You gotta play Thing and Thing Arena. It was like an old shooter. You pick up guns. You run. I mean, it was incredible.
The only shooter I played, I think, was Commando 2 on Miniclip. It was like
I
a
never
2D
played Commando
shooter.
2. But the first shooter I ever played was Thing. It literally had to be Thing. Just like a 2D platform kind of. I mean, there wasn't much to it, but it
Yeah.
was so fun. Loved it.
I never got to play any shooters. It makes me really sad.
Yeah, I mean,
That's fair.
I played it in probably like 4th grade, 5th
Yeah.
grade. I mean, I didn't play them any younger than that.
You guys ever get into any like RPGs or like multiplayer games?
I have the two most legendary RPGs that don't exist anymore, but were a defining moment of my childhood. These two are over like best video games of my childhood. Over Slide. Slide's my #1 video game of all time, but these two like kind of like defined my childhood. One, Battleforge. Okay, it was like a Dota or a League. It was like a big platform, but you had a card deck and you like set out your cards and everything. You earn like magic and stuff. Okay, Battleforge. It was incredible. Then Battlefield Heroes. It was this cartoony. It was Fortnite before Fortnite, but it was like Call of Duty mixed in, but third person. And you like could level up your character. You get all kinds of different guns. There was different classes that you could get. Battlefield Heroes. That is one of the most legendary games of all time. The best game. It was. That was probably the first shooter. Thinking about it, it was before Think Tank, and it was incredible. It's an EA game. It's a big game, but you could get it for free online. Like they have those free games. Like God, what's that game called? Oh, AQ Worlds. Like
that's what I was going to bring up. That's what me and my brother played nonstop for a good probably year and a half. Was AQ Worlds.
AQ Worlds, Pop Tropica.
Oh, I played a lot of that.
Battlefield Heroes was the one in Battleforge. Those are all four.
Did y'all play like it was what was that waffle cereal? What was it called? But it was like some sort of waffle cereal, and they made like a game out of it online. But it was like Pop Tropica style, but all the characters were waffles.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is like going way back.
That is way back because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Because I remember
Waffle Crisp.
Yes. Waffle
That's a big memory.
Waffle Eggo video game.
Eggo. Like Eggo cereal.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Did y'all ever play, the multiplayer, did y'all ever play like the Webkins? This is like...
the Webkins.
I didn't play Webkins, I didn't play Club Penguin.
I had all Webkins when I was a kid.
Oh dude, I had a lot.
We're not going to tell anybody, but when I was a kid, I actually... they had the big Webkins, and then they came out with the little ones.
Yeah.
They're like plushies, basically. I stole one.
Stole one?
I did, on accident.
Wait, where'd you get your Webkins?
Right here,
I'm not going to say where I got it, because I did steal it, but it was here in Rome, downtown. It was a downtown place that used to sell. They had a back room full of Webkins, and I stole it.
Shame on you.
I felt bad. I came back, and they weren't missing it.
I always got mine at Cracker
I've stolen two things in my life. That and something else. But y'all know about the other thing. I was
What is it?
in the mall, and I was a little kid, and I was playing, on the ground. And underneath the counter of the store, there was this little ring. So I grabbed it, and I put it on. Forgot it was there. Forgot it was on my finger. And I left. And it's actually really cool. It's a ring with like an expandable band. So if one size fits all, And it's a watch, but for your ring. It's a watch. It's like a...
Nice.
It's not digital. It's regular analog watch kind of thing. And it's incredible. I'll wear it right now, Frick. I'll go find it. It's in my Lego box somewhere.
That's dope.
The only thing I ever stole was a cup from Applebee's.
Could you steal from
dare you?
Applebee's?
How dare you?
I was just like sipping on my orange juice as we were leaving. It didn't stop me.
Yeah, I'm a hoodlum, I guess. A big
People
thug.
just have no morality.
Yeah. I steal a lot of things.
All right, that was fun. We're talking about big old TB12. So, our next segment, predictions for Tom Brady. Where do you think he's going?
Julian Edelman said it best. He's not leaving. I don't think he's leaving. I think he's staying with the Pats. It's like Michael Jordan with the Bulls. Although he did play somewhere else, whatever. Okay, Kobe Bryant with the Lakers is a better example. That's his team. If Tom Brady leaves the Patriots, I honestly would consider them not being the Patriots anymore. That's Tom Brady's team.
On the flip side, you can make the LeBron argument, can't you? That Cavs, you always would associate LeBron with the Cavs until he left.
And then he was a Heat.
And he was a Heat.
And then back. And now he's a Laker. But I guess based on the impact. Like if Tom Brady left, and when I see the Patriots, I would still think Tom Brady, whether he's wherever. I just can't see him leaving.
Here's my thoughts. I see a lot of parallels between the Peyton Manning situation when Manning left the Colts
when he went to the Broncos.
and went to the Broncos and what Brady's doing right now. Obviously, there was some injury stuff that kind of soured the Colts and Manning's relationship. I think that Tom Brady's going to go to the Titans. That's my prediction. You got Vrabel, who's a former Patriot, very close with Tom and Bill Belichick. You've got the pieces in Tennessee. We saw them go to the AFC Championship game.
Right.
You got a strong running game, a pretty good defense. You've got all the pieces. All they need is a good quarterback.
I mean, I'd be okay if Tom Brady leaves.
If Brady goes to the Titans and wins a Super Bowl, he will be a god in the state of Tennessee until Kingdom Come.
Right. I think he's not going to win another Super Bowl.
Fair.
I think he retires.
He's 43 years old.
I don't think he's winning another Super Bowl. He'll be the oldest person to win a Super Bowl, probably.
43 years old.
And if he wins, you know he's winning an MVP. So he'll definitely be the oldest MVP.
That's why I see so many parallels between him and the Peyton Manning
Peyton
situation.
won in Denver, didn't he?
Yeah. Is because Peyton went to the Broncos, and the Broncos were really good. They just didn't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
They
When
already
a
had
quarterback,
everything else.
They won, and then they were cheeks.
That's why, like, the rumors about him going to the Raiders, I don't see that as much because they don't have the surrounding cast as much as the Titans do. They just went to the AFC Championship game with the
I could
bum
see him at
at
the
quarterback.
Titans. I could see him at the Titans.
I mean, Tannehill played good. I don't mean to call Tannehill a bum.
No, but they did throw the ball 12 times total in one game. So,
Derrick Henry's a monster.
yeah,
Imagine him and Tom Brady, same offense. All right, Phillip. Time for your jokes.
Joke time. Hey, joke time with Phillip Walker. So I've got these two friends. Their names are Banana and Mustard. Wait, do you want me to start over? Banana and Mustard. And so I was hanging out with Banana, and we were just kind of walking down the street, and his phone starts ringing, and he looks at it, and then it was like, oh, I'm getting a call from Mustard, and then he answers the call, and then he puts up to his face and he says, yellow.
Because he's yellow.
Because he's yellow.
Wow.
Mustard, yellow.
Uh-huh.
It's all yellow.
Wow.
Yellow, like hello, yeah. Alright, that's a classic. I love that one. Alrighty, so I got this cat, and his name is Secret. And so one day I was packing my suitcase to go to the airport because I was going on a trip to New York City, and was it the Big Apple? And so my cat, I didn't see him, but he jumped in my luggage on my carry-on luggage. And so, I get it, I didn't know he's in there. I get to the airport, and then I get up to the little security guard guy, and he opens it up, and then Secret jumps out, and he goes, and he goes, hey, the cat's out of the bag.
How dare you?
Cat's out of the bag.
Cat's out of the bag.
That's an idiom.
Classic.
Yeah, I love that one. I tell that one on every Tuesday. Thank you.
So we got some pretty good feedback on the last week's 2020 Walk-On Diaries podcast, Fast Food Draft. So
Number one was easy, okay? I won, obviously.
there may or may not have been some cheating going on because for some reason, both Phillip and I completely neglected Chick-fil-A.
They got
with our
smacked.
first option.
They got smacked.
So John had the first overall choice, took Cookout naturally. Like that's the
Excellent.
obvious number one choice. And then John didn't pick again until second, third, fourth, fifth. He didn't pick again
Sixth.
until sixth, and he got Chick-fil-A.
Six? No.
Second pick.
No. Chick-fil-A was third pick.
That's right. You got Wendy's.
Second pick was Wendy's.
So you didn't get Chick-fil-A until like
9.
yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful sneaky play I made right there.
Awful.
So today,
How dare you?
we got the 2020 Walk On Diaries podcast.
Film series draft.
Film series draft. You know, I was saying it. And
I thought you were gonna pause and let.
it was dramatic effect.
Go try again.
And then you just kind of bumped in. No, that's fine. We'll go with it.
Okay, you got the number one pick last
Yeah,
time.
you get number one pick this
Okay.
time.
The first pick for the 2020 Walk On Diaries podcast film series draft. Noah Severson selects.
I'm gonna say. See, okay, so there's ways that I can approach this because I can do kind of a classic number one pick, or I can do what I actually feel.
Right,
but
because, well, movies are very
subjective.
subjective.
But if I say what maybe I'm leaning towards saying, I think that I could still make this pick at the very end because I just don't think.
I think at the end of the day, it's going to be opinion based either way.
So I'm gonna say the Godfather series.
You could have picked that last.
I know that's what I'm saying. It don't matter though because I feel like there's no debate.
You want to hear
It's the
some
best series.
some bad news about that? Never seen it. I've heard.
See, that's-
I've heard they are. I've seen that they are 1 and 2, right? Some of the best
There's
movies
technically
of
part three.
all time. I think 1 is considered the best movie of all time if you look up most lists.
With the second pick in the 2020 Walk On Diaries podcast film series draft. John Weaver selects.
I'm gonna select Fast and Furious. I'm a huge fan of the series. They should have stopped at 7, but still a big fan.
See, I'm surprised that you took that first.
I like Fast and Furious. If I like, there's a lot of series I like, but Fast and Furious just holds a special place, I guess. And I didn't want you to take that
Okay.
from me.
Fair.
Do I get another one or we?
Yep.
Okay.
Snake draft.
With the 2020, the third pick in the 2020 Walk On Diaries podcast film series draft. John Weaver selects.
John Weaver's gonna select Jurassic Park. 1, 2, 3, not World, Park. Okay, I do like Jurassic World, but it doesn't touch the original Jurassic Park. Just an incredible set of movies when you start seeing that water tremble at the sound of the thumping of the T-Rex or the Spinosaurus. Just incredible. It's just it's just timeless. You know, it's timeless. You could watch that movie today and have the same effect as it did 20 years ago. They're incredible movies. I love them. I do like World too, but I think Jurassic Park 1, 2, 3. Very good. Very good.
With the fourth pick in the 2020 Walk On Diaries podcast film series draft. Noah Severson selects.
I'm gonna go with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That's a good pick.
I think that's a biggie. It might be like it's, call me mainstream, but some things are mainstream for a reason.
No, that's a
right?
strong pick. That's a strong pick because you have so many different movies within that pick. It's like, I mean, all the Marvel Cinematic Universe is more than Jurassic Park than
Just a beautiful
everything. It's like 20
tapestry
movies.
of cinematic art.
It is, and it's
Weaving
going to go
together.
down to be one of the best series of film ever.
Yep.
Ever. It's 30 years from now, our kids are going to be like, "Oh my gosh, you were alive during this?" Yes, we were, and they're going to be watching Iron Man dominate and then die.
Yep.
What are we at? 5? We at 5?
Yes.
With the fifth pick for the 2020 Walk On Diaries podcast film series draft. Noah Severson selects.
The Bourne series. I was really excited about this one. I figured I could get it last.
You know, that's surprising to me because when we were listing movie series, you didn't say Bourne series. You said the other one that is
That was the one-
extremely similar, which was
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
They're not similar.
Very, very
Bourne.
similar action
Here,
movies.
Mission Impossible.
No, I agree.
Bourne.
I agree. I'm a Bourne guy.
Bourne was the one that I did read out loud because I was reading through them, and I said, "This one I'm not going to say out loud.
Yes,
Like, I have to keep this one."
Big fan of Bourne series. Big fan. I like them better than Mission Impossible, but the Bourne series are very similar to 007, which I would get over Bourne for me. They're just very similar.
For Bourne, for me, it's just a little bit sleeker. It's a little bit smarter,
Yeah.
and they're so rewatchable.
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of the Bourne series for sure.
All right, final pick coming up.
6.
With 6th pick in the 2021 Diaries movie series player draft, John Weaver selects.
This one is the most difficult pick for me. Because there's a lot of...
Regardless of
Ones
what
we're
you
missing,
pick,
I
there's
think.
going to be big ones off the list.
There's ones we're missing, and I want to pick a good one, but this one is up for discretion because it is... I mean, all these are opinion-based, but some are, like Marvel is everybody's favorite. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna go a little weird. I'm gonna get. Oh man, I don't know. There's so many to choose from.
Can't keep doing this for
I just want to see how long you can do it now. Phillip, what would be your pick? I see your hands up. Go ahead and tell me one.
Okay. I'm not including the most recent movies of this, but Star Wars.
Okay.
I feel like that's really mainstream, but
That's in there. I think I picked Star Wars 6. That's good. Thank you for the help there, Phillip. Star Wars 6.
thinking you were gonna do that, but
It was right there on the tip, but there's so many at that level.
So many.
So many. I'm a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. I like Star Trek. Not like Star Wars, but I like Star Trek.
Harry Potter's up there.
Harry Potter. Mulan is a series. Transformers, it would be my next pick if we kept going.
Yeah.
Transformers would be 7. I love Transformers. It's just something about that explosion, and all just the cars. I love cars. Can name every single car that drives down the road. I just love cars. Transformers is close to me. So I tied at 6.
Talking about the Cars series or Cars in the Transformers?
Cars the Transformers. The Cars series is not real. It's not real cars. Not real cars.
Okay.
Tied for 6th place, we're gonna have Star Wars and Transformers because I can't pick between the two. I can't.
Did I consider Lilo and Stitch? Yes.
thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome back there, man.
Thank you, random citizen. Did I consider a whole host of other series? Yes.
Mulan was up there for me.
Mulan was up there.
Mulan 2 is incredible.
Cars was Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda
right
was a
for
big
the
dark
taking.
horse for sure.
Um,
Excellent series.
I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
I mean, you could even separate Iron Man. He's got his own 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Marvel is in and of itself a collection
of
film
series, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think you could count it all in one.
There's some good series out there.
There are a lot of good series. I mean, I'm surprised Twilight didn't get picked because everybody loves Twilight. That's a big surprise for me, but it's okay. Did you know? This is something we're going to talk about. One of the main characters of Twilight has just gotten a big role in that of the Bat. What do you think about that?
Like in Batman?
The guy that played Edward, right? The vampire. No, yeah, the vampire is the next Batman. What do you think about it? I don't remember his name, but
I admire his range. Yeah, I feel really bad for not remembering his name. High School Musical also left off.
Remember that. Anna
I keep on wanting to say Edward Snowden, but it's not.
Edward was the guy's name. Edward Snowden was not.
Robert Pattinson.
Robert
Yeah, I was about to say.
is the new Batman. Thank God it wasn't the other guy, okay? If it was the werewolf kid, I would have been a little upset, so I'm okay that it was him.
Dude, where is he now?
What's his name?
Jacob something.
Jacob Smith. Jacob Stevens. I think it starts with an S. Come on, Phillip.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
Werewolf.
Jacob, the werewolf.
Taylor Lautner?
Taylor Lautner.
What's he doing nowadays?
Why did I say Jacob?
Let's see.
He's probably not in acting anymore. He probably does some kind of...
He's doing some sitcoms. He's doing some, he's probably on The Young and the Restless, like CBS daytime television.
Yeah, I bet he's on like, I don't know,
He's in Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
House on the Prairie.
He was in Shark Boy.
He was Shark Boy. He was Shark Boy.
That's true.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl could be a movie series. That's incredible.
What you know about Game Over?
What you know about Spy Kids? Okay, Spy Kids is an incredible series. I watched Spy Kids the other day. We also forgot about Shrek.
Ocean's 11. That was gonna be
Shrek.
tied for my third pick was the Ocean series.
There's a lot out there. Toy Story we didn't pick. There's only one monkey.
Well, there's
No, there's
one and a half, and there's two.
Lion
Are these
King.
all honorable mentions?
These are all
Yes.
honorable. We're gonna keep honorable mentioning a lot because there's so many. Mulan, I think. Twilight.
Yeah.
What do we think about Robert though being Batman? I don't know if I'm a huge fan of it. Do you like Batman? Do you know the Batman? You know who Batman is, right? Like the Joker's enemy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The Dark Knight series. I
love the Dark Knight. That
Oh, yeah.
is an also incredible series.
in
for
and of
sure.
itself standalone.
The Dark Knight is the greatest Batman movie of all time. Definitely.
Okay, we have to segue because we're running out of time.
I need your opinion though on Robert Pattinson.
I don't want to pass judgment on him. I don't see it. My initial impression is
Yes, I agree. I'm the same way. I feel like the Batman we grew up with.
Yep.
I don't remember his name.
But that's
Batman
gonna be-
Begins.
that's gonna be for everybody.
That whole series.
Like someone growing up right
Right.
now watching Robert Pattinson as the Batman, then they're just gonna be attached to him.
Right. I mean, the Joker for me. I watched the Joker not too long. The new one, and he is not the Joker that I know from the Dark Knight. You know. So I feel like it's just up for the time period.
Okay, quickly 1v1 basketball battles of history. How about let's go Poe the Panda against Batman.
Oh, interesting.
Ready? Begin. We just have like 30 seconds.
Poe the Panda, whooshy finger hold, Batman dead, 21-0.
We only go
Or
to
11-0. Okay? Everybody knows about the skadoosh.
I can't improve on that.
Can't argue.
That was
Can't
perfectly
argue.
concise.
You said
I'm gonna
30
go same
seconds.
thing. I'm gonna say Poe, whooshy finger hole, skadoosh,
Skadoosh.
Batman.
Dead.
Well, I don't know about dead. Golden shimmering wave loses his chi.
Batman definitely gone.
Batman flying away into the
Poe
spirit
the
realm
Panda
on bat
with
wings.
utter domination on Batman. Thus, belly busting, whooshy finger hold domination. Yes.
That's our show, episode 23 of the Walk On Diaries podcast. Who won the 2020 film series draft? Let us know.
Yeah. Marvel was a big pick. But. All right. Peace.